Hey guys, how's it going? Today is the day after Christmas here. I received a ton of questions on my last video about maintenance and stuff like that on this high mileage Camry. Well, higher mileage. I know there's going to be people that say, oh, I have 500,000 on it. Then there's others who have the same year and say that they only have 50,000. So I will show you the mileage and I will do a rundown on what I've done for maintenance. So this is a 2011 and I've owned it since new. I will show you the mileage quick. We can do a cold start. It's probably about 25 degrees out. There you go, 367,740. We'll start it up. Hear it? All right, sorry about that. We're back here. So, quick overview of maintenance. 2011, almost 368,000 miles. Oil change every 5,000 miles. I've been religious about that. Give or take a couple hundred miles sometimes, but I've never gone 7,000 miles. I've never gone 10,000 miles. It's always at 5,000 miles since new, 2011. Transmission oil. When I first bought it, I was under the assumption that it was a sealed transmission and it was good for the life of the car. You never had to change the oil. Around 2016, maybe a little later than that, I learned that it wasn't truly sealed and you could change it. I was at 250,000 at the time. So I had it changed then. Around 250,000 is when I did most of the maintenance. So I changed the transmission oil. All the brake fluid was changed. The coolant was flushed. That's all new. Spark plugs were done at 250,000, and let me tell you, they needed it. I changed the air filter and the cabin filter once a year. So about every 20,000 miles, 30,000 miles, depending on the year I've had. Self-employed, so I drive a lot. Some years are better than others. So some years I drive more than others, but around 20, 30,000 or once a year, I change the air filter and the cabin air filter. So I've done brakes and tires many times over the years. I've always done the brakes myself. I'm on the original calipers, all four corners. All we've done is pads and rotors. I'm trying to think here. Everything else pretty much is original. I've never had any electrical issues. Original injectors. I did do an alternator. The tensioner pulley and the belt have also been replaced. Those are at like 200,000. Done a couple batteries. All 4 struts already starting to rust, but they have been done at 300,000. You guys, these cars just go and go. I mean, I'm not a mechanic. Do minimum maintenance, I would say. This thing has not had any major repairs over the last almost 12 years now. 370,000 miles, no major repairs. Besides the engine, it's the little things that break on other cars that just don't on Toyotas. My key fobs, both of them work. I've never had an issue with the locking mechanisms. All the windows go up and down as they should. The window motors have never failed. The AC, people have asked about the AC, never been recharged. It still works fine. So heat, AC, fine. Key fob, locks, unlocks, never had an issue with that. Power steering, I've never had an issue with that. Exhaust, all stock, hasn't rusted out yet. Taillights, original. I know they're LED in the 2011, maybe 2010s. They've never burnt out. I've never replaced them. I have replaced a few headlight bulbs, but that's about it. The car goes and goes, guys. I mean, it's a Toyota. What do you expect? I know it's a 2AR FE motor in the 2011. So in my last video, I stated they are not known for burning oil. I guess they kind of are, but just not as much as like the 2004, 2005, 2006 Toyotas, Camrys. This is the 2.5 4-cylinder car, not the V6. So I mentioned the PCV valve. It's original. 370,000 miles. It's original. I probably should have replaced that a long time ago, but it never happened. So that is original. But it's a great commuter car. I am averaging probably around 29 miles per gallon. I know the new ones probably get a lot better, at least in the mid-30s. Hybrid probably 40s or 50s, but you know, this car has been paid off for 9 years, so it doesn't owe me a dime. We just keep driving it. It has not been modified. I mean, if you want to, I have 35% tint on the rear windows and the rain or window deflectors here. That's about it, if you want to call that a modification. Yeah, love the Toyotas. Have an F-250 as well. I wish Toyota made a 3/4 ton or 1 ton truck, but they don't, so that's why we have the Ford. But here's the wife's 4Runner 2021. We're gonna put 300,000 miles on this too. It's a 2021. I think it has about 35,000 miles. Let's see. $33,000. This video is not about this car, but we haven't done anything to this, obviously, in 33,000 miles. She wanted some black wheels, put black wheels on, running boards, and that's it. or I guess you can call the window deflectors a mod too, and the hood, but all stock besides that. I haven't done anything, no maintenance on this yet. Yeah, any other questions, just let me know. I think I covered most of it. We did a cold start, you heard it run. Injectors original, wiring all original, never been touched, never been changed. I have all the maintenance records since new for this thing. So I guess the biggest thing, and I got questioned a lot about it, is just oil change every 5,000 miles. I think there's a guy on YouTube called the Car Care Nut or something like that. He's a Toyota fanatic, it seems, and he has a lot of good info on these cars, or pretty much any Toyota, but he will say every 5,000 miles is big for oil changes. And I just found his channel not too long ago, but since 2011 I've been changing it every 5,000 miles anyway. And you know, I think this car calls for 5,000 mile intervals. The 4Runner calls for 10, but we changed that at 5,000 miles anyway. They say you can go 10,000 miles. I would not recommend it, even though that's the 4-liter V6, completely different motor, but we do it every 5,000 miles and we will continue to do that. Just believe in the 5,000 mile oil change. The truck has a 7.3 liter gas. Guess what? We changed the oil at 5,000 miles on that too. Just all three cars, 5,000 mile intervals. Just makes it easy, keeps it simple. Any questions, let me know. I will make a video with my father's 2015 Camry too. He's got 250,000-ish on that, I believe. I'd have to check the mileage. I haven't seen it in a while. He has never done anything to that at all. And he doesn't keep up on the oil changes like I do. So we'll do a video on it and check it out and see how that one's going. But yeah, any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.